What's up, y'all? It's your girl, El Rochelle, the Harwood Diva, and I'm coming to you today, Sunday, January 19th, for our conference championships, y'all. Can you believe it? We've gone through the entire 2013 season. We are at the conference championships 2 weeks, and we're at the Super Bowl. I still can't even fathom how quickly this season has gone by for us. But first up, 12 noon Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern on CBS, we have our AFC championships. It's the New England Patriots versus the Denver Broncos. So we've got that matchup that everyone's been waiting for. Things have changed a little bit on one side, but it's Peyton Manning versus Tom Brady. It is, you know, this kind of 2000s juggernaut in the Patriots versus Peyton Manning. I think things are a little different, and I actually think Peyton Manning has the opportunity to take over this time. The Patriots have done a lot of amazing things with very, very, very little in comparison to what they've had before. Their 1, 2, and I believe 3 weapons from last year are no more. They don't have the same things that they've had in place, but they are still doing amazing things. I am really excited to see this game. It's kind of what everyone wanted to see out of the AFC with Peyton versus Manning versus Brady, Peyton and Tom just kind of duking it out. Like I said, I'm going to give Denver the edge, even though they've lost a couple of players on defense. What they really have at this time is the running game, and I just don't see them being able to do that versus Denver in Denver. So I'm going to actually give the edge to the Denver Broncos. I'm going to say Peyton has that opportunity and will go on to play in the Super Bowl this year. And he will come back after the next surgery, after everything, leaving Indianapolis and going to Denver and actually get another shot at a Super Bowl. So I'm going with the Denver Broncos. Though, let's be real, if the Patriots were to do something magical, this would be actually an amazing season. After losing Gronk, after losing Aaron Hernandez, and, you know, kind of replacing the Welkers and just putting in Julian Edelman and just kind of bits and pieces and these rookies and these people no one's really heard of, and being able to do that. I wouldn't be surprised if they were able to do that, but I'm going to go with Peyton Manning and just having those people that he's had in place since the beginning and had in place this entire season. So I'm going to go with Peyton Manning and the Denver Broncos for the AFC Conference Championship. Now on to the NFC. Another one where we see exactly what I believe everyone wanted to see. Seattle versus San Francisco. This game is going to be played in Seattle. They've already played 2 times this year. They're 1-1. Each team is won at home. So, of course, this gives the edge to Seattle because this is where the game's going to be played. It's at 3:30 p.m. Pacific, 6:30 p.m. Eastern in Seattle. Now, I'm going to go against a bit of the grain and actually say that even though I know Seattle is like crazy at home right now, and they've only lost to, I believe, the Arizona Cardinals. I don't know if any of you guys are like big Twitter people like me, but it was hilarious because I believe the NFL Network kind of put up a post saying, is Seattle unbeatable at home? And the Arizona Cardinals did the funniest thing and replied, no, because of course Arizona Cardinals during the season beat the Seattle Seahawks in Seattle. So they're like, no, clearly they're not unbeatable. I'm going to go with San Francisco in this situation because I believe in a quarterback to quarterback matchup, they have the better quarterback. They have the better opportunity for big plays. Russell Wilson is great and does a very good job of big plays when it comes to it, but I just think Colin Kaepernick has the opportunity. He's better with his legs. He's much better throwing. He has a deep threat that's a little bit better than I believe Russell Wilson's is, and I see him slowly evolving, especially during this season. And at this point, he has all of his weapons available to him. He did not have that at the beginning of the season when they played them the first time. He did not have Vernon and Crabtree and Anquan Boldin. I think he has the opportunity to really put up some numbers in Seattle. It's very difficult to do so because that 12th man is crazy. Those fans are insane, and that building was actually built to provide that, you know, home advantage and have your fans screaming, and that screaming just really kind of get into your team's heads. But I really see the opportunity for San Francisco to take it to the next level and get to their second Super Bowl in 2 years. And I actually see Colin Kaepernick really stepping and going to the next level. Joe Montana mentioned that one of the things he needs to do is actually get better in the pocket. He's great at running. This is one of those things that a lot of people have said about the RG3s of the world, the Michael Vicks, where when pressure comes on, they run too fast. They don't actually look for the options down the field as a quarterback. And I think he has the arm to do it, and I think he actually has the football acumen. He has the football intelligence to do so. We just need to see him basically grow up, mature in that level, and I see him being able to do so. I think this is a huge game for San Francisco. I think this is where we actually see San Francisco step up to the plate. I'm going for the San Francisco 49ers. Maybe it's a little bit of a Cali Love thing, but I really see them taking it to the next level. But if Seattle were to win, I'm not going to say, okay, so let's be real. If Seattle wins, I'm an NFC girl. I've always been an NFC girl. All of my favorite players generally come from the NFC. I'm a Cowboys girl, so I always root for the NFC. So even if Seattle wins this, that's who I'm going for in the Super Bowl. I'm just going to let you guys know ahead of time. But even with the defense that both of these teams have, and this is the other thing, I believe the first game is going to be very high scoring because you have a quarterback duel that's amazing. This is for the ages when it comes to quarterbacks. This, and the AFC game is just like quarterback duel, like throw down the field, 500 yards. Each of these teams, they can do that. The NFC game, we could have a like 9 and 10 game because these defenses are insane. And it's crazy because generally West Coast is kind of thought of as this, you know, the West Coast offense is this throw and all over the place. But we've got West Coast defenses. These are defenses that are like insane. They're crazy. They're so crazy to watch. But I personally believe what San Francisco has that Seattle doesn't have as much of is a balanced offense that can definitely take them to the next level and can get them to the Super Bowl. So I'm going for San Francisco. I think San Francisco pulls out, wins, gets this game in Seattle. I like Seattle. I like Pete Carroll. I like Russell Wilson, Zach Miller, ASU, but I think San Francisco is the best option to go to go for the NFC and the Super Bowl. So I'm going with San Francisco 49ers. So there you have it. My picks: Denver Broncos, San Francisco 49ers in the Super Bowl. It's going to be kind of interesting. There you have it. Let me know what you think. If you've got other wonderful ideas, I am more than happy to hear them. Hit your girl up in the comments. I'll talk to you later. Deuces.